Hello, friends! Welcome, welcome, welcome to Shenanigoons, the Book of Fables, that kinda sorta D&D game where you contribute to the chaos. I am Angela, your DM for the evening, and we have some players with us. Hello, players.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you all doing today?
So good?
Good.
So good?
The question mark feels appropriate. We don't know quite how we're doing.
We'll see shortly.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right.
Let me get us another subscription. I'm just remembering to do it. If you have Twitch Prime, don't forget to subscribe. You might have to renew right now, which I did.
I did.
Oh, there we go. There. Hooray. I just earned a subscription badge of some kind. I don't know what that means. But anyway,
It means that you have a badge
cool.
for subscribing.
Oh, fun. I don't know, I don't really mess with it much. I'm not really in the viewer side very often. But hi, everybody. We are here on this wonderful Tuesday to play a little D&D with you and for you, and you can help us, and you can too. Hope you guys are all doing well today out in the chat. And we are here with another configuration of 3 players. Our dear Tessa is a little under the weather, so we will hope she has a restful evening and feels better soon. And we are here because we love all you guys, and we are also here because of a few very, very important folks. First of all, we are members of the Nerdsmith family. Nerdsmith.org, a conglomeration of entertainment. You can find podcasts and live streams on our network. You can look for more at nerdsmith.org. And if you like what you watched tonight, or you continue to like what you watched tonight, or what you're seeing here right now, you can consider subscribing to Patreon and support us long term. Become one of our patrons that help us keep the network going and keep this show going, help us pay our artists and performers, and in general be able to afford all the cool things that we get to provide for you all, like this amazing music you're listening to. That's part of the thing we spend money on. It's lovely. Also, we are here because of some incredible sponsors that we have. First and foremost, we have World ANVIL. World ANVIL is an incredible repository of knowledge for your fictional worlds, whether you're a novel writer or a DM like I am, or just like writing fiction or fictional worlds. World ANVIL has some incredible features for you. I will be running a new private campaign, and there will be some stuff on World ANVIL for that coming up very soon, and we have exclusive things on our World ANVIL for our patrons, including NPC stat blocks, and coming soon some encounter adventure write-ups for some of the fights that you find or some of the situations that our players find themselves in. I will have a few write-ups for you to use in your own games, and those are exclusive to our patrons, so please check them out. We are also sponsored, or not, we are affiliates right on the screen right now, we are affiliates of Hero Forge. Hero Forge, you know them, you love them. They make amazing 3D and 3D printed miniature designs. It is Tuesday, which means there's new stuff. There's always new assets previewed for pro subscribers every Tuesday. And I saw what they were today. There's new instruments in Hero Forge today. There's a hunting horn, like a circular hunting horn, a pan flute, and a fucking keytar. There's a goddamn keytar now, and I'm so excited about it. So you should definitely check them out, and pro subscriptions let you get previews of upcoming public stuff, but you get to see it before anyone else and use it before anyone else. You can create scenes with the pro subscription. You can import colors and poses, and there's some other things, but all from previously made heroes, and you should check those out because the Hero Forge community makes incredible custom poses and custom creations that seem way outside the bounds of what this software should be capable of doing, and people figure it out, and you can make copies and fiddle with them for your own uses because the community is very generous and very creative. So you should check them out. Use the link in the chat, and if you get anything, if you go for a pro subscription or you order your own digital versions for virtual TTRPG use, or get things printed in person, 3D printed, you'll be directly supporting the network with our affiliate link, so please check it out. And last but certainly not least, Die Hard Dice. This month's Die Hard Dice, well, did we have it? We're still doing the Samhain set, right?
Yeah.
So, this month we're talking about a set. Chris, you lovely so-and-so. Well, welcome aboard, those of you that just got a sub. But this month, we are talking the ANVIL Enchanted Samhain set. They are Halloween-y. You find them in this beautiful clear orange color with black lettering. You can use the code DICEDRAGONS for 10% off your purchase, and that's off of the Samhain set or anything else that you buy on the site. So you should definitely check them out. We love Die Hard immensely. They are an incredibly cool company to be associated with, and we've just been over the moon about hanging out with those cool folks. So, we are gonna talk real quick before we start about the fact that art contest, yes. Please, 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 if you are interested in winning said set of Samhain dice, you can participate by joining our art contest. Use any way you want to make art. I highly recommend trying to do it on Hero Forge. I will be releasing our character sets, so you can make scenes with your favorite scenes from the show so far. That is what the topic of the art contest is. Make whatever you want. You can do fan art. I will allow fanfic, whatever strikes your fancy, whatever you want, and you use the hashtag Shenanigoons, or send it to us on Discord, or DM one of us in Discord, whatever. Just make us aware of it, ping us, or at We Are Nerdsmith, either way, and we will decide as a group who wins the set of dice. So please take a look. And we look forward to anything.
Are we okay with AUs? It's still technically fanfic.
Yeah. You know what? It's just gonna be anything. Honestly, just make some cool stuff. Honestly, ideally, the art would be of your favorite moment from the show, but or your favorite NPC or whatever you want, whatever you enjoy. But yes, we will be choosing. Yes, non-artist. Yes, Caitlin, you can. You can write something if you want. Your English major ears started twitching. Yes, so we will decide who wins the set. Hooray. finally, as I said, we are the D&D show where you contribute to the chaos, and you can see above and beside me, because it's scrolling, the ways you can contribute to the chaos via tipping the show. You can tip the show with our Streamlabs link. If you tip with $5, you add a roll to the party pool, which Kyle's back so he can take care of how many rolls we have in our pin. I don't know. I'm not sure we used any since you were gone. I guess we were preserving them.
I haven't needed any. Okay, so I'm the reason that you need rerolls. Good. That's great.
That's not true.
Put that on my shoulders.
That's not true. Anyway, so
I'll accept the responsibility.
I would say more that I'm maybe nicer when someone's missing. Maybe that's how that's what happens.
That could be.
At the $15 tip, you will make a character of your choice spin the Wheel of Causality. The Wheel of Causality is a lovely little doohickey that we have sitting right here. This is the Wheel of Causality. It spins, and makes random things happen in and out of game. There's some meta stuff that the players have to deal with, and some in-character stuff. It is a hoot. You also can donate, or if you tip a $25, one of our most popular things is you provide me with an NPC, and I will introduce them into the game as best I can, either the session you do it or the next session. Sometimes we get a little caught. I'm trying to get better at it. And give me some info about them, their name, their pronouns, what they look like, why they're around, or something fun about them, and I will incorporate them into the session as best I can. Finally, the $50 level, DM Ex Machina. You provide the name of the player, and they get 1 minute of DM powers. I step aside and I let them dictate the story for a minute. They have some fun when you do that, so please consider. Anyway, that's all I got. I think we don't really do it that much, but I think Heather just wants some walking around money, because every bit donated during the stream is converted to copper. So I'll go track down how much money everybody got. I think you guys got a couple gold this time, based on 500. Someone convert that real quick. How much is 540 copper in gold?
5
Silver, so 5.5 gold, basically.
Hooray, we have 5.5 gold to run around with, like you spend money on anything. Anyway, so that is all I've got for you so far. Enjoy your choo-choo pug, because that's the best thing I've ever seen. And anyone who contributed to the hype train. And before we go, or before we start, we're gonna go real quick and I guess get started. We'll be right back with our recap. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's so cute.
Quite the tone change.
That's fun. Yeah. That's fun.
So hi everybody. Previously on Shenanigoons, chapter 47, the party decided to chase after the trail of Her Majesty of the Trade. Her Majesty of the Trade, a Fae queen from the fictional Book of Fables, who had been secretly in league with their enemy, the Lord of Tales. Her Majesty of the Trade, or the Trader Queen, or the Trader, as we're just trying to figure out what to call her right now. That jerk has the unique capability of communicating and bouncing between books. She can travel between fictional worlds. And y'all chased her off the last time. You met her and started a little battle and decided that you were going to hop into the books and try to not only find the paths she's taken, but cause a little sabotage. That maybe you could mess up her ability to escape or find her way around. You're not quite sure how the travel works. You just know that she's been looking for little bits of clues from her beloved king or lord. So you've jumped into the portals where you had previously gone with her, and you were in a portal room and had to make a decision about where to go. You inspected them, you tried to figure out what was what, and instead of going the way you went previously, which inevitably would possibly lead to a giant titan hand, maybe, you decided to go a different direction. You found not even a room, a world full of fog and stone soldiers, an unending row upon row upon row of stationary warriors. As you looked around, you found a section of this perfectly aligned, infinite army. A splash of water. Well, not quite a splash, a large section of the stone soldiers that had been wiped away from some sort of tidal wave, and that just had Her Majesty of the Trade all over it. So you went to go inspect. Some of you were able to stealth past, some of you were able to just fly over these soldiers who reacted to nearby movement. And once you got safely through a little bit, you found these completely destroyed soldiers. The bludgeoning from the ocean had just completely wiped them out. You searched around and found a message from the Lord of Tales. I don't remember what it said. I do know that Oliette said it was really trite. Which is funny because she's a Majesty of the Trade's Triton. I thought it was funny. Anyway, so you found the message, which basically just said, "Hear my love," or something basically like that. And
the path, my love.
The path, my love. Yeah, sure, Kyle. See, you type things like that, and they end up on screen. Enjoy.
We have Kyle back, everyone.
Uh-huh. So, you have a friend with you. Amadine. Amadine is a follower of Her Majesty of Beauty. Her Majesty of Beauty, of course, being one of the other queens. And Amadine, the gray tiefling artist, she has a quill that is able to basically illustrate things into existence. And you surmised that you were able to, if you could find the messages from the Lord of Tales, Amadine could forge the message. And so she mimicked it, and you were able to confirm with Paru's help that they're functionally identical. They give off the same signature of conjuration magic, which somebody surmised made some sense because the magic that potentially created Amadine is identical to the magic that the Lord of Tales uses because he created the book that she exists in. So it sort of made sense. You all thought that maybe that was a good, this was in fact possibly going to work. So you find the path that he laid out for his queen, and you follow it with a doorway that Amadine creates into the next book. And when you arrive, you find yourself in the middle of a metropolitan city. A little town. Well, not a little town, but a busy town. Specifically a square, where there's a bunch of people who don't really pay much attention to the weird things that are happening. You imagine that they're just not fully fleshed out extraneous characters. So they don't really note anything that happens around you. If they don't react, they're not a named NPC. There you go. And so you all sort of assess eventually seeing the moon in the sky with this little ring of tiny asteroids and the city around you, Verlaine, your changeling companion, gets a little bit of deja vu and realizes that he knows what book you're in because he pulls out from his hand of holding the book that you are currently in. He shows you a page that has an illustration of the moon and shows that this is a book titled On the Discovery of Changelings. And it's a memoir about what you later discover is a changeling assassins guild called the Face Takers. And you are trying to concoct a sort of plan. And the plan you come up with is, hey, what if we made it more difficult for Her Majesty of the Trade to get around? What if we caused her a little trouble? So, with Amadine's help and with all of you kind of brainstorming, you create a stack of forged wanted posters that have her face on them. You also create a stack of bounty posters for non-official authorities and a single copy with an envelope that Amadine slides under the door of the Face Takers Assassins Guild with a amount. Or actually, no, it was like with a gem or something she put inside, or a coin. That basically said, there's more where that came from. I want this person dead.
MVP.
Yeah. So, so you're all there, and during this little investigatory thing, this little brainstorming session, Verlaine and Beza undertake a little undercover mission because the building that is marked with that Phantom of the Opera mask, the Face Takers hideout, is back to back with a guild hall, specifically the Gnomish Tinkerers Association, the GTA, and Verlaine admits that he vaguely knows some things about Gnomish Tinkerers. He has a couple of skills in his back pocket that he hasn't used in a very long time, partly because they remind him a bit of the Queen of the Trade, who sort of manipulated and used him for a long time when he was...
Sort of?
It's okay, that's just a word replacement that I say, so you just gotta forgive me, okay? His time with Her Majesty of the Trade was very unpleasant and very manipulative, and part of that involved using his powers, learning how to infiltrate things, and he does not like remembering that. But his new patron, Her Majesty of Beauty and Amadine, try to remind him that his abilities as a changeling, including the personas that he can take on as a changeling, are not about her. They're not about the trader. They're about him. They're his things to use, and that she doesn't have control over those. And so he's trying to stretch his muscles a bit more again, and in doing so takes on a persona. Those of you who are not that familiar with changelings, personas are the ability that a changeling has to not just change their appearance, but also, store away. Like, it's basically just having a whole backstory. It's a much more involved disguise. Usually in the real world, they would have connections and a whole life that could go along with that persona. Their personality might even shift a little bit as they're like, it's method acting. And they might kind of disappear a little bit into it. And so Verlaine takes on one of these personas, a gnomish fellow by the name of Vin. The only real identifying marks on them is that Vin still has the glove or the prosthetic hand, and also has a couple of has the scars, like he has over where his eye was lost. His prosthetic eye will shift with him, but he still has a little bit of stuff. It's Vin, not Vim. Thank you. So, Vin shows up, and Beza agrees to pretend to be his construct, and they're going to sneak into the Gnomish Tinkerers Association to try to get access to the back of the building to see if they can get inside. Meanwhile, the rest of you, Oliette, after grabbing Harlan's hand as he got a little lost in the crowd, Amadine is back with you guys, and you're trying to figure out what to do, namely how to plant these bounty posters with the group, or with the police, I guess, with whatever authorities are here. To start you off, I will say that this is the little town of Sewich. That is the name of the town. Sewich. It's like somebody got real lazy spelling sandwich. So there's little indications of what this place is, and it's a based on the book, based on the little bit that Villain showed you, the map of the town. It's not a small place. It's like, maybe if you're gonna say that the big cities in that you've been in, like if the chronograms are like a New York in size, then this is like a Scranton. If that helps. I don't know if that helps. It's a small town. So, we will... Let's start with the group that's not infiltrating, so that the last time it was very late, and I want to see if we can all agree on what we want out of that situation. So, Paru is with you all, but we're gonna just have her T-posed. So Oliette and Harland and Paru are all chatting with Amadine, making plans for what their next step is. As you're like kind of off to the side from the crowd, maybe in the alleyway next to the building. So, Amadine chimes in with a handful of posters. So we have all of these posters. Do we want to go find a... Well, I mean, when they're done with whatever they're doing, do we want to find a bounty board or some sort of guild?
Is that the official government-sanctioned wanted posters should be disseminated amongst the guards, so we need to come into that with some kind of authority. But the bounty ones, those need to be posted where people would be looking for those. It's not like flyers in a street, right? They need to be posted.
There will be
city.
bounty boards.
Well, sure.
At the entrances
like
to the town. Yeah, it's taverns.
There's that. Yeah, taverns.
Guardhouses, gatehouses, where there's just like what's going on in town sort of things. Yeah, we could take a look. We could spread out and do what we gotta do.
I still think you should not be spotted as you are. Can you do the drawing thing and maybe give yourself and Paru like some cloaks or something?
I mean, I could do better than that.
Or whatever you gotta do.
Sure. And she leans down to Paru, says, "Okay, just hold still." And Amadine starts, like as if she's using a makeup brush, starts drawing, and you see the light, that like aurora sort of highlight happening, and it's like extreme Dayglow contouring. But then after a bit, it starts almost like seeping in a little bit, like color and ink. And Paru shifts from like goblinoid. Her ears shorten a little bit. Her skin changes to more of a dark olive tone. Her hair stays red. And she basically looks like a little halfling. And Amadine adds a little color to her gray skin. And probably, let's see. She looks around the street to get a sense of like the demographics, and decides to just make her hair look curly and like full, and it sort of masks the silhouette of the horns and the color. So she just got curly hair. She could be any type of ancestry. You can't see her ears. And she's got more of a, let's say she's got more of a pink undertone to her.
That's a neat trick.
Well, thank you. And she, you see as she's doing that, the pen or the quill in her hand has this beautiful, like, it's fully out with this beautiful feather that has like a galaxy in it with stars, and she sort of just tucks it away. All right.
So, just go put those everywhere that someone might be looking for a job like that. And I guess, Harland, do you want to come with me and we will try and find somebody official looking to decree that the City Watch should also be looking?
Sure, yeah, that'd be fine. We could go, find out, some procurator or something like that.
Maybe they've seen her before.
Maybe.
Could ask. And I assume I remember we mentioned last time we were looking for Townsguard, or we're trying to figure out like what their garb is like.
What they look like, sure.
How to look like an elevated one of them.
Okay, so why don't Oliette and Harlan give me perception checks? See if you can find a police officer or an authority figure somewhere.
I'm gonna use a reroll because that was a nat 1.
Okay.
Okay, that's way better.
Okay.
That's a 19.
All right.
And 17 on the die, so that's going to be...
Me too.
Yay!
So
Twinsies.
What was your final, Harlan?
22.
Goodness. Okay.
Damn.
So Oliette, you and Harlan kind of glance about, maybe take a few steps away to peruse the area, maybe down a block and back. And you both catch sight of a couple of folks who are armed, and a couple of them seem to be wearing uniforms. You see let me verify. They kind of wear something akin to almost a dark blue-green color. They have like a vest that goes over them and buttons down the side. They're not all wearing coats or anything, but they're all in that color. I hate to say it, it's vaguely like an Eagle Scout kind of vibe, or like they have kind of like a scout vibe to the colors. And the shirt underneath has like a very thin tie and is like an olive color underneath it. It's a little literally drab. And you see that, let's see, Harland, you come back with the added little tidbit that what the badges look like. That they've got this kind of actually, you know what it is? It's a lion's head. So it's got like a mane that is very spiky on the outside, so it kind of from a distance looks like a multi-point star, but you realize it's a lion's face. And has a crown on top of it, like a little crown.
Is like a Witcher school type?
A little bit, but it is a pin on the side of the coat. I'll show you vaguely what it looks like. And this is me interpreting a visual to be like, that could be a lion. Sure, we're gonna say that's a lion with a crown on its head. So Harlan, you come back knowing that, and Aliette has seen the uniforms as well, and so you're able to piece together a little bit what officers would look like. Oh my! Hello, Mitch. Thank you. Let's see who.
What
boy.
did Mitch do?
Okay.
Mitch do an NPC.
Mitch sent me someone.
Okay.
But yeah, Mitch will send it to me, and I'll figure it out once he sends it to me. So anyway, so Aliette and Harlan, you have your identifying information. What do you do when you vaguely know what a police officer would look like? Harlan, you also know that they are wearing they're the ones that wear long coats. The officers tend to have like old-timey policeman coats. Like, I'm gonna put you in the paddy wagon kind of police officer.
Did you get a good look?
Yeah. They got these real shiny golden badges that got like a lion on them, and we're looking for someone with a trench coat. I'm not really sure what to call it. A duster of some sort.
That's something. Yes, let's go in the opposite direction of them. We're less likely to get questions from non-officers, right? We will just start. Maybe that's where we should go. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, why not go straight to the top?
We don't know what's higher. What are the next level up badges? You know what I mean? Like, is it a hippogriff? Like, we don't even know what the next.
I'd expected jaunty cap of some sort.
Okay. What if we mimic it? Shoot. Has Oliad ever read this book?
Give me a history check.
Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty good.
I mean, I will say, Villain found this book outside, found it relatively recently.
Okay.
What'd you get?
21?
You have heard of this book.
Okay. Vaguely,
but only by virtue of being,
sure,
raised by a bookseller. That it's a, you remember seeing it because it was an interesting cover. It had, we'll retcon this a little bit. You distinctly remember the Phantom of the Opera style mask on the cover. It's like when you go to when you used to go to, well, some of us used to go to the the Blockbuster Video when we were younger, and you vaguely remember the covers of some of those movies. Like, I used to be in the horror section all the time, and I remember a lot of those covers. Okay. So that you would remember the book cover, and you remember that it was in the mystery section.
But it's nonfiction, isn't it?
It is
it is
nonfiction. Correct.
Would I know of any neighboring towns or places?
This was a place on a different continent.
Okay. All right. No worries. Okay. That's not gonna work then. Okay. Well, our options are try and look even higher than them. And just tell them that they just have to do this. We could do that. Between the two of us, we can do that. People love doing what we tell them to do. Right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, they do.
It should be fine. It'll be fine.
I'll follow your lead, darling.
Okay, so I'm gonna disguise self and try to. I'm gonna mimic this outfit. I'm going to make it look so pressed, like creases, like I slid into the garment while it was still at the dry cleaners. Like, I want to look as crisp as possible.
You were hanging from the coat hanger.
Exactly. I was in the machine.
You were in the dry.
Like, yeah. So like, it needs to be perfect. And then maybe, Maybe I'll also add some kind of like pendant, or I'll add a ring that has the same symbol of the lion head, but maybe it's like jewel encrusted.
Okay.
They don't even know about this rank. Okay.
Oh,
they haven't even.
Okay.
This is like I'm like a Freemason.
So
of this
so
guard.
this is supposed to be a mark of high authority and not a I like my job so much I wear their merch. Okay.
Correct.
It's like listen.
We get company script. We might as well
Listen,
send it.
Target makes great Target looking things and I wear bullseyes everywhere I go.
Oh my god. Yes. Yeah, I guess something like that.
Okay. Very good.
I think Harlan would disguise self to. He's gonna go in the opposite direction, and look like one of the blokes that he saw on the street.
Okay.
So like a lower in rank person.
He lacks the coat.
Yeah, lacks the coat, lacks the ring. Just, you know,
The
something
ring.
that's just like looks like run of the mill and kind of harried, like a little out of sorts, just a tiny bit, like hair muscled.
Okay. So I assume to like lend Oliette that extra sense of authority.
Right.
By making him look more like I am lower rank than this person. I don't have all my shit together. Just listen to them. kind of attitude. Okay. Gotcha.
And we'll I'll take the papers, I guess.
Perfect. Oh, I also am going to obviously change my appearance significantly.
Sure.
Like this isn't going to
Like
work if I look
you're
like
talking
me.
beyond tiefling, like just totally
Yes.
different. Okay.
Yes.
Cool,
I'm gonna
cool,
look completely different.
right.
Like maybe I'm going to look like a human, like a blonde
Mhm.
human with oh my god. You know, like the power bump that some like businesswomen wear? It's like a tight ponytail, but like the power bump in the front. That's what it's going to be like. And a long blonde ponytail.
Okay. I know this is not exactly what you're describing, but like I already had someone in my NPC list for a different game.
Yes, mine is okay, but with human ears.
But with human ears,
and
okay.
again,
And the power bump.
is critical.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha,
straight
gotcha.
ponytail.
See, I was picturing like Portia de Rossi from Better Off Ted.
Oh, sure. Veronica, yes. I was also thinking the lead actress from Fringe. And she had her. You look like an agent of some kind.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. It's like, I have a gun. You just don't know where it is.
Yeah. Don't
Okay.
ask questions.
Okay, cool. Yes, Allura. So, all right. So you guys are all suited up. You kind of wander a little bit away from the crowd, and you change, and you come back, and you take a look around. I'll just give you guys the benefit of the doubt. We'll say that Villain showed you the map, and you saw very distinctly that you were very close to the police or the like the authorities. One of the offices, so you could probably find an office.
Okay.
Amadine and Paru go the other direction, they go to the nearest tavern and start asking around. With that
Plans to meet back in like 20-25 minutes. So if we
25,
don't
okay.
show up in a half hour,
Okay.
somebody
Do you
come
have the
look.
ability? Do you have the ability to?
I mean, I can cast sending, but it's so expensive.
Well, I'm just saying that you could cast sending to let Beza and Vin know the idea. Well, Villain for you, what the plan is too. That you guys like, we'll be back. Scope out how to get into that building. That was the plan, at least. Was they were going to try to see if they could figure out how to get in. Maybe not go
Know
in.
that. So I think
but-
they're aware. We were all together when Oliette started doing the wanted poster. So so they have a vague awareness.
That's
I would
fine.
say.
I will again. This is one of those things where I will not punish the group for the fact that we kind of half-assed
it's
the
messy.
last 10 minutes of that session. So we'll just figure it out. All right. So we'll say that they know.
Yes.
All right, so let's check in on them, actually. That was very good, Heather. That's a good example. All right. So, Beza, you are brought in to a room in a kind of place that you've never been.
I mean, I was probably born in a place like this, but
sure, there's a vague quality to it. This place is a little fancier than the metronomes. This is like high society sort of, we what do you call it? We are noble, we are independently wealthy, and therefore we spend our time doing experiments to further the mortal condition. But it's still got an air of a pub, but it is a little fancier. And you walk in side by side, head to head height with, almost head to head height with, Verlaine, who is currently in the guise of Vin. Olive-skinned, dark tan, gnomish fellow with salt and pepper hair and a goatee, has an air of sort of a jaunty swagger around him, and he has one of the pins and of the GTA, and he looks up at all of them, opens the door, and well, hello there, lads. How's it going? And they all kind of look up, and you see that it's a mixed crowd. Some of them are a bit more Benjamin Franklin. Some of them are a bit more like, oh yeah, I work in the back. I fix up cars in my garage. There's like kind of a mix of strata here in the Tinkers Association. They welcome all, and Vin sort of like talks a little low next to you, and it's like, all right, love, you keep the chit chat to a minimum. We'll try to insinuate ourselves with some folks in the back, maybe near the lavatories, and we can poke around the building.
Affirmative.
Oh, please don't say that. You just talk normal. It's fine.
All right.
And he kind of like elbows you a
very
little, like,
strange.
oh, just loosen up a bit.
Yes, sir.
Please don't. You're doing it on purpose now. I can tell.
Maybe.
And he kind of anyway. I'd say let's get a drink, but perhaps I should just be getting a drink. And he goes up to the bar, orders what can I say in a Scottish accent?
Scotch.
Scotch.
Scotch. Sure. Yeah, Scotch. And he orders a drink, and the drink comes pretty quickly, and he looks around and just kind of walks by. He's like, all right, we're gonna make our way to the back of the building then. Just, come on. Beza, as Vin has requested you keep a low profile, can I please get a stealth check from you to see if you are able to not arouse any attention as a sentient statue walking around? See, Bex, you act like I can't say Boonahaven, and I can, so...
I'm debating if I should reroll that. You know what? Fuck it.
Failure
Chaos.
can be funny.
It's a 7.
7? Okay, great.
I rolled I have a +5 to stealth. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, I'm married to a Scotch drinker, so I know my scotches, or rather, I know my drinks. Sorry, this music is very like it's a small world. Anyway, so with your 7, Vin claps somebody on the back and is like, "Oh, hey, how's the family? Yeah, you doing good? Yeah." Like, the person looks confused, but it's like, "Oh yeah, pretty good." Like, don't want to admit that they don't know him, even though he's being very polite or like very friendly, and sees a few people that are working on some sort of electro tube. Like there's actual work being done here around the alcohol, and like, okay. He's like, oh yeah, lads, it's pretty good. You might want to tighten that. Yeah. And he like points at a screw, and then he keeps walking. Like he's just totally acting like he knows what he's doing. You walk a little bit, and you careful, you like scoot into a chair, and you you just like kind of scoot around, and eventually you catch the eye of another gnomish, well, they're all gnomes, another person in the room, a woman with sort of frazzled, we'll say blue hair, frazzled, very dark cerulean hair, and her eyebrows are the same color, and she has these little half moon glasses, and she sees you and her eyes go wide. Oh, excuse me. Pardon, ma'am, miss, person, excuse me. And she gets up and starts like following you around. Do you turn around or do you try to just keep moving?
I try to keep moving. I'm trying to stick near Vin. Okay. And under her, as quietly as she can, under her breath, Vin, I think we got a problem.
Vin kind of glances. Fucking hell. Okay. Everything's fine. Just smiles, right? Mm-hmm. You know, and don't, and I'll talk your way out of it, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna stand here and say nothing.
Okay, sounds good. You do that. You just be real quiet. Right? And he turns around to the gnomish lady. Excuse me. And she's looking right at you, Beza. And he goes, can I help you, lass? I'm, we were heading in a different direction. Can we help you? No, I'm all right. Excuse me. And she like tries to like scoot past him to specifically talk to you. You can, any questions or concerns about my friend here, you could always ask me. I have, I did designer. Happy to answer any technical questions you might have. I mean, I understand being in the guild at all, bringing. I do understand the slight show and tell vibes of the place. And she goes, I just really wanted to speak to her, if that was okay. And he glances at Beza.
Beza looks back at him with like an oh shit.
You know what? Sounds lovely. Could you have a chat? Real quick, I'll be right back. I have to use the little gnome's room. I'll be right back. And he pats you on the shoulder, squeezes it, and walks towards the back of the room while you're leaving you with this woman.
He 100% get as subtly as she can so that this woman doesn't notice. Gives a look like fuck you.
Oh, you motherfucker. She gets a nat 20 and says, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cause any sort of alarm. I really felt compelled to talk to you, to speak to you. I think that I would love to where were you sculpted? I have not seen a Goa in a very long time, and I'd be very interested to speak to you.
It's all right. I don't mind talking to you. I mean, I don't know the exact location I was sculpted because I wasn't alive yet. I'm surprised you realized I was a Goa. Most people just think I'm an automaton.
Oh, I would know airshell from a mile away. Very, very distinct, slightly yellower than alabaster vibe to it, and then the light touches it in a very specific way.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, I am Well, I am an ardent student of the Golomancy arts, and Goa are absolutely the pinnacle of achievement. You and your people are remarkable, and just, oh, I'm just so excited.
Well, thank you. It's nice to hear that. To be perfectly honest, I don't know a lot about my people since I wasn't sculpted by them.
Really? And she kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder and starts like walking towards a table. Like, that's fascinating. You're telling me a non-Goa learned the sculpting techniques and mastered them enough to be able to create you?
Correct.
Was it your friend there? Your traveling companion?
My creator, yes.
Oh, really? Creator, you go with that.
Father sounded weird.
Ah, well...
And he doesn't want me to call him master or sir.
Oh, well, that's for the best. That is thoroughly unnecessary. You are a person sentient and whole.
I mean, sir's just a respectful term, so I don't see a problem with that one, but...
I suppose. It's entirely up to you. Obviously, I shouldn't be,
God damn it.
Bex? You type it, you get put in chat. You get put on chat screen. It happens. This is my new punishment for people who break the stream. They get put on stream. They get put on blast. I mean, that's just what happens in anyone who plays in my games. That just becomes vocabulary if it isn't already.
I mean, I don't think that Beza actually suggested daddy as an option, but I'm sure Verlaine would have said no.
I think in the back of Verlaine's head, they thought, well, at least she didn't say daddy. So this woman, she proceeds to talk your ear off. And she asks you all manner of questions about things. And she also brings up a couple of interesting things that she asks you questions and you don't know how to answer. So if you were created by a non-Goa, were you are you aware at all of your ancestry or your culture? Have you met any other Goa? Perhaps?
I have actually met another Goa, but he doesn't know a whole lot about the culture either. He was actually made by a dwarf.
Fascinating. My word, where is it that you reside that there are all of these master Golomancers who just latch on to the intricacies of that process? I only know a small fraction of it, and it seems almost nearly beyond me.
It's honestly, we were from really far away. I'm not good with geography. It's not my strong suit, so I don't know exactly where.
Is it somewhere? I mean, but is it somewhere on the continent? Somewhere in Valdara?
I'm trying to remember.
No,
I don't think it is.
You're not. You're an island. You're a separate island.
No, it's not from this continent.
Oh well, and she. Okay, so we'll cut away right here, but she pulls out a world map in front of you, something you have never seen before. Beza, she busts out a map, and it is an entire world with multiple continents and these huge islands in the center ocean, and she points around and she goes, Sewich is right here, just on the coast. But so I'm only aware of a few Goa settlements here and here, and she points in a couple of spots on Valdara. And then I am aware that I've never been, but I have heard of many being found on this island here. And she points up across the continent to an island near the eastern continent, labeled Aruna. So you're not from either of those places?
Nope.
Do you want to look at the map and try to figure out where you are?
Sure. Definitely.
Okay. Oliette's just going crazy right now.
Oliette's freaking out in the corner. Yeah, Beza doesn't know geography very well, but she's also not stupid. So she's going to absorb as much information as she can off of this map. Even though she's not going to be able to get the shapes right, she's going to at least try to remember, like, there's a big-ass continent here, and there's a big-ass continent here, and there's a smaller continent here, so that she can later
I'm making players
notes.
I'm making players' noses bleed because they're hearing meta conversation. So, not just you, Chris, people in the chat. So go ahead and give me an investigation check. They're in a nonfiction book, Lane.
I rolled a nat 20.
Hey! So, I mean, you all have been staring at Verlaine's maps for weeks and weeks and weeks. So, probably months at this point. You know what Cronus or Thuria, you know what it looks like. And you glance through and you see near in the southern hemisphere, not like kind of smack in the middle of the ocean. There's a couple of big islands nearby. They're almost microcontinents. They're that big. They're green, like they're almost like Greenland sized, or Madagascar or New Zealand sized. And you see one labeled Thuria. Oh, that would have helped. You see one very, very close to the shape of your current island. I will not cover the screen up with my Windows Explorer window as I pull up the actual world map, and I can give you more specific reference. So, and you can find the world of Vale. Oh, that's fun. You guys can see it on screen. I covered everybody up with it. So, you can find the world of Vale map on our Patreon, but I will post it in the Discord chat as well if you want to take a look. So let me put it in our player channel first, and then I will put it in the Spoilers Shenanigoons channel in our Discord, so y'all can take a look. So you see this map of the world, and you see, like I said, smack in the middle, an island that in your case is labeled Thuria. Or in the case of the map is labeled Thuria. Mm-hmm. And you see a couple of other continents here. You see Butamus to the northwest. You see north is Lamina. And beyond that is Mistscale, even further up. And you see Valdara that she's referring to. There's this big peninsula poking out at the bottom. You see that to the south, there's an Antarctic continent called Sunder, that you've never heard of. You're not even sure you've seen snow, really, outside of the Book of Faebles. And so she shows you all of these things, and it's just like, oh yeah, so there's this and this, and she points them out. And if you want to try to take note of those things that she recognized, go ahead and give me an intelligence check, so that we'll see how much you retain.
Yeah, she's definitely going to want to try
her
best. Yeah, and like I said, she knows her shapes aren't going to be right, but she's going to try to at least focus on relative size and placement.
Absolutely.
Like, small island here, big thing here, like that.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. So
I might want to re-roll that because I rolled a 1.
Okay. You can re-roll it. Otherwise, I'm going to give you false information.
How badly do we want this information? How many rerolls do we have?
Probably
7.
Yeah, you got a bunch.
All right, I'm gonna use a reroll.
7.
That's a nat 20. What is
Oh my god. Okay, well, you remember very much, and what I'll do is I will write up how much of that I want to share with you, and you will be able to write onto Villain's maps, or like use one of the maps, and you'll be able to draw it out. In the basic sense, you'll be able to, like when someone makes you draw a mental map of the world in school, you'll be able to do that. As you're chatting with her, I don't know why I was preparing to narrate what Villain was doing. None of you are there. So eventually, Vin wanders back into the room, scans and finds you, trots over and says, "Oh, so sorry, ladies. Did not mean to be gone for so long, but feeling much better now. Didn't mean to burp in the middle of that word. That was an accident. But it added so much texture to my words."
He was in the break room.
It's true. And he looks, he kind of brushes his hair back a little bit. He looks a little frazzled, just a little, and pats you on the shoulder and says, "But I'm afraid that our visit was a bit of just a check-in, see how everyone was doing, and I'll have to be back later. I've got an appointment. I was just hoping for a bit of courage before I went." Finishes the shot of what he was drinking, or like downs the rest of the scotch he was drinking, and says, "Shall we go?"
All right.
"Very well." And the woman looks up and, so you will be back though. And she looks to you specifically. Beza is not really considering Vin in this conversation.
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, well, please, if you are so inclined, well, if you have, I would love to speak again. Please, I'm so sorry. I'm Dorothea. Dorothea Pope. I live in Northton House, and that's just in the Northern District, or in the Upper District. If you have any questions or any inclination to chat, I would. Both of you are, of course, welcome. Realizes to bring Vin into the conversation, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Beza, did you give her your name? Actually, good question. I didn't catch your name. How about that?
I'm not sure. That's probably something she and Vin would have discussed beforehand.
Her name is Lucille. Let's go. Come on, Lucille.
Coming. You can call me Lucy for short. And she'll walk out with Vin.
She I'll remember that. She's just beyond charming. So yeah, Dorothea Pope of Northton House.
As soon as we're outside, she's like, "Lucille, really?"
I was under a stress. Just come on, we gotta find them. I found a way in, but it was a bit scary, and I wasn't about to walk in. There were some people, and I want to not be anywhere near this place for a very long time. Come on.
All right. Did you see the portal?
I saw a lot of things that I think I'd like to try working on forgetting after this is all over. I did not specifically see the portal.
That bad, huh?
Aye. Let's
All right.
Where did the others? We'll take a gander around, I guess.
Well, they went around the other side of the building and they were making plans with their posters.
Okay, fine. And we will say that some time passed, and we will go back to Oliet and Harland. So, let me change to something a little more appropriate for the music. What sounds more like we're playing cops? So, you, in your cop attire, in your authority attire, you both make your way towards the block or two that you remember there being a station at, and you find the lion symbol and you find it as the let's see, the sign on the front of the building says the sewage procurator's office. And so you head inside. Before you head inside, you see a number of people walking in and out, a few people being escorted in handcuffs. It does appear to be a local station. Do you make any sort of plans or discussion before you go inside? Any sort of game plan for how to approach this? Even in just general.
Yeah, so are we strolling in the front door to talk to the boss, or are we trying to find an officer in the street and just kind of like pass it along?
Oh, well, I think that, it's, if we just walk in like we know what we're doing, then, we can go straight to the, I stand by what I said earlier, that, we should be able to just go straight to the head man, the lead procurator, and, just drop the papers off and say, please disseminate these, and then just turn about. And
What if they ask, who sent us? If they're already at the top, who sent us?
Dun, 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 dun. That's an excellent question.
we did.
Okay. What if... Okay. I have another idea. I'm just full of them. What if one of the two of us... Okay, maybe... Do you know how to make people go to sleep?
Do I? Let me check.
Because we could just make him... Let's find the head person, make them go to sleep, and we'll just say I'm filling in for the day. And how dare you ask questions, right?
Wait. You want to go find the person at the top and make them go to sleep?
Just put him in a closet for like a little bit. How long does sleep last?
Like a minute?
Maybe we kill him. Put him in the closet.
Oh my god.
We don't have to kill. That was a joke, Harlan. That was a joke. We're not going to kill anybody. We do need to get them out of the way. So that's going to be our best bet, I think. How do we do
all right.
that? Donuts?
I mean,
how does one get someone out of the way?
That would work for me.
you think I can just sleep them and
Maybe sleep. Do you think they have a trash chute or anything? Sleep them and like throw them out the back?
I mean, we could take a look around the outside of the building first to see if there's a chute that goes into some sort of dumpster or trash apparatus or something of that nature.
Okay, so that's plan A, right? Best case scenario, we conk them out, throw them down the trash chute, and we'll come up with something that will keep them outside. We just need like 10 minutes, right? Worst case scenario, they go to sleep and we have 1 minute to do this?
You think that's a great idea?
I don't think it's a great idea. I just don't have a better one.
Well, I think it's a great idea.
If we can both cast sleep, that buys us 2 minutes.
This poor person. Boonk. What? Boonk.
Right?
Incredible.
So,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Okay, can we real quick do a lap around the building to see if there's a
Sure.
window or a trash chute or...
Absolutely. Go ahead and both of you give me a perception check as you do a little loop around. We'll say you go
Harlan is
the
just,
opposite
like,
directions.
Almost giggling with just how much this is tickling him.
Oh god, that's only a 12 for
Okay.
me.
12.
Beza would be screaming if she was with both of you
Mhm.
right now.
So that was a perception check.
Correct.
Yeah.
11.
Oh my god.
So you walk around the building. You see some vents up above, and when you get to the back, you see that there is a dumpster in the back of the building. You can't get quite all the way around the building because there does appear to be a little fencing.
Okay.
And if either of you, I mean, Harlan, you're pretty tall, so if you like kind of peek, you see that there is a back entrance and there's like one officer kind of hanging out on like a pipe break.
Backup plan.
Yep.
So you reconnect.
Do you think there's any chance we could convince them that they want to take a nap? Because I can, if they're willing, I can make them look dead for an hour. That's a whole hour, right?
So, do you just need them to agree to take a nap?
Yes. I need them to say, I consent, or something along those lines, because I didn't do it with you there, but I did my ghost thing this morning. So this is a little bit outside of the box, but
Your ghost thing.
maybe, oh my goodness, they're overworked, right? The taxpayer dollar only gets you so far. They deserve a vacation. What if I don't know how to make... Yeah, we'll just encourage them that they deserve a nap. And that it'll be fine.
I like where your head's at. I'm gonna get this ball rolling.
Okay. All right.
So Harland will walk over to the gate, just kind of, just with idle purpose, I guess.
Okay.
Just, just not really like, marching up to the gate, but like, just walking in a general manner.
Casual.
Casual, super cash.
Super cash.
I'll just,
I hate it.
I'll just like lean on the gate, like forearms through. Just be like, hey.
Hey there.
Can I bum one of them off you?
My pipe. I've only got the one.
Okay. Hot today, isn't it?
Little bit.
It You ever get real sleepy in the afternoon?
Give me a persuasion check.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Who is he talking? Wait, who's Harlan talking
The
to?
cop that on their pipe break.
But this doesn't look
outside.
like the head guy. This is just
No, this is just a random
guy on the break.
officer outside in the back.
okay.
Persuasion.
Name's Jackie
Okay.
Daytona.
That's a 14.
Okay. He kind of looks you up and down. Takes a pipe out of his mouth. There is something so visceral and like weirdly comforting to me about the sound of someone taking a pipe out of their mouth. The like Foley work that exists, that like little clacky noise. Anyway, so he does that. He's a human. It's been a minute and a half since I've been able to take an afternoon nap.
And wouldn't it just be nice if, they just gave us like a place that we could just tuck in for
Like a
bit.
sleep pod.
Yeah, like some sort of nap enclosure, some sort of
You mean a bedroom
or one of them,
or a bunk room?
Yep.
I mean, I'd be. And
I'd settle for a hammock.
He leans on the fence. He's like, "Liz, I mean, I'd be lying. I think half the office would be lying if they didn't take a little bit of a couple winks in the break room every so often. But it would be nice to actually have like something that reclines or something."
Yeah, I bet it would.
Yeah.
But you definitely are okay with the idea of just like taking it easy for a spell.
Well, take inspiration, Kyle. That's a real fun bit of wordplay there.
But hold on. How far away am I for this?
You're within earshot. You can hear it.
Okay.
I mean, listen. As much as I'd like to, Toys would be up my ass if I tried to take a nap in the middle of the day.
I mean, that's only if they found out. Am I right?
He knows everything that happens in this building. I'll be honest, I think he probably already knows about the occasional winks. He always makes sure that there's high-strength coffee in the break room after I take a nap, so I think he's trying to tell me something, doing that clever thing he does. I mean, you know the thing.
Yeah, where he gets that look on his face.
Yeah, that damn look on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bex, who's spinning? Harland!
Oh boy! Oh boy! Good! Left goes out and turn.
Yeah, so go ahead. Oh, sorry.
Yes,
That's the thing
ahead.
I do. My brain was like, oh right, he's rolling on the. My brain was like, oh yeah, he's gonna roll a D100 and I'm gonna pull from the table. Sorry everybody, my brain's not quite on straight today. Is it ever? Okay, so let's roll that wheel. To-do. And spin.
Oh boy.
Bamf. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Let's
I
do
don't
it.
remember this. I don't remember this one.
Does everybody become Shaft or?
No, but I need you to roll I need you to roll. Actually, no. You don't have to roll, but I need you to tell me what you roll on dice for the rest of the session.
Okay.
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 Well, now I have to remember to make you roll dice. It's an every time you roll a die and something happens, something happens. So I have to keep that in mind. Okay.
So Harlan's going to kind of glance at Oliet and just kind of pull a piece of gold out of his pocket, like he's just kind of flipping it, flipping the coin, and just will yeah, it sure would be great if we could just have sanctioned naps on the clock, that would just be perfect.
I mean, it would be quite the it'd be a bit of a change of policy. I'm not sure. Toys is one of those burn the candle at both ends sort of folk. So He kind of glances at the coin like, you doing okay there? You doing okay there,
Flatfoot? As soon as he looks at the coin, like, we'll flick it through the gate and cast that spell.
Okay, that's a wisdom save, right?
It is a wisdom save.
Awesome. So the coin hits the ground and starts glowing like the light spell. And he rolls a 2 on his wisdom save. And as the coin starts glowing, he glances and just completely disregards you, stops talking, wanders towards the coin and just kind of crouches down and stares at it like it is the most fucking fascinating thing he has ever seen in his life.
And Harlan will open the gate.
Okay. Reach over.
Open the gate and just gesture.
Please walk in this direction. What are we? What?
We only got a minute.
Okay, make her. Pick her way
Harlan
in.
starts heading in and you follow as this guy's just like, wow, that's something. He's just staring, and you all and you two go in.
I'm gonna if I can, I'm gonna lock the door behind us just in case.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Because I
And
don't.
you lock the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head in, and you glance around, and you're in a hallway. You hear some shuffling. You hear office sounds in the other room, and you. What are you looking for? You are successfully inside a police station.
Person's name Toys.
Toys.
Toys. Okay. Okay. So we find this Toys person.
Yep.
And
Okay.
we convince him that he needs a nap.
Yep. Just the chief procurator, probably the lead procurator, the high procurator, the procurator general.
All right. We do hear office sounds. Does it seem like there might be one direction that would be more successful than the other? Are we in the middle of a hallway, or are we at the end of a hallway?
You're at the end of the hallway.
Okay.
And you see down the hallway, it opens into like a police station. So you hear lots of phone, like whatever would count as a phone. I haven't really established the tech here, but there's probably phones or some semblance of that. And so you head in. Go ahead and both of you give me a perception check as you look for the name Toys.
16.
16?
19 on the die.
Okay.
For 24.
24. So Oliette, you're looking around, you're reading through stuff, you find the break room. You see a couple of you see like an evidence locker, you see a couple of things. Harlan, you head a little further down the hallway and glance to the right, and you're like just off the beaten path of the office. And you see down the hallway with a glass on the door, you see TR Toys on the door.
I think it's down that way.
Hey, this is fine. Okay. Yep. Let's do this. This is fine. We're gonna do this.
Hey, you think that the people who run the crime lab are proctologists?
I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm gonna get very matter of fact, like clicky heel, scary, gait.
Awesome.
Just give Harlan like a pat on the arm and start walking.
I like those shoes, girl.
It's just like, you're lucky you're handsome. So you start heading down the hallway. I would like a deception check from both of you as you get within view of a few of the other police officers, just to see how convincing you are at that whole I'm supposed to be here
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice.
12 on the die
Okay.
for 17.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so, Harland, you head behind Oliette. You're heading down the hallway. Oliette looks every bit the police officer, and you step in behind her, and after a quick second, and you teleport 20 feet to the right into the room next to it, an empty office. And the door is shut, and you're just... Oliette,
What the hell?
you don't hear anything. He's gone.
Okay. Cool. I guess I'm just gonna keep heading in the direction that he pointed out, because I have no
Okay.
idea where he went.
Okay.
I'll
Harlan,
slow my gait slightly, just in case.
Sure. Harlan, what do? You're in the middle of just a random person's office. There's a desk. It's empty. You, actually... Yeah, that's fine. It's an empty office.
I think Harland probably would have been startled, like really startled, and probably let out like a mild shriek.
So you hear behind a door a mild Harland-esque, a little higher than Harland normally, like, huh? From behind one of the rooms. And you know which room it was. You hear it.
Like leaning near the door, like
it's
into the
closed.
crack of the door.
Sure.
I'll knock on the door.
Harland, you hear a knock at the door.
Is it the door of the office that
You were in.
Oh.
Yes, it is the door of the office you were in.
like on the reverse side of the glass? Like, do I see like
You see
TR Toys like written in reverse?
Oh, you're not in Toyce's office. You were
Oh.
going down the hallway and you teleported to the side into the
Got
room
it.
you passed. So you don't know that, but you don't know exactly where you ended up, but you do see you do see a figure in the glass, in the frosted glass
So-
of the room.
Harlan opens the door and it sees Oliette and like steps into the hall, shuts the door behind him. It's like, can we just pretend that didn't happen?
Yeah. Let's... Did you do that on purpose? Okay.
I can safely say that I did not.
Great. Okay, and I'm gonna just make a beeline.
All right,
I'm just gonna make a beeline.
You both head for the door. No, it's so good, Bex. This is gonna be the best. This is the best stick in the spokes I could have imagined for this. So great. Okay, so, sorry, you would hear him teleport because it went bamf. It's very Nightcrawler.
Yep.
So you head to the door and you see TR Toyce. You hear, I don't think I have it. I wish I did. You hear like a little, you know what? I'm gonna just use this. It's not gonna be the same vibe exactly, but it's close. There's a little gramophone and there's like some, like, I don't have any sort, but it's like chill jazz going on in the room. That
Okay.
you hear.
Lean close to the door. Do I hear more than one individual inside?
You hear like a low thudding of a heavy footfall, sort of, and you see in the glass a squat, round figure pacing back and forth slowly in the room.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't have this going the whole time. This really does have a heist vibe to it.
Okay. Okay. This is gonna have to work, or it's gonna go really poorly. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. You've got this. I'm going to just, is the door, I'm going to
Door is
go to
closed currently.
I want to confidently open it unless it's locked.
It is not locked.
Okay, I'm going to open it and stroll inside.
As you stroll inside, you see pacing the floor, a short, squat turtle. He is wearing a officer's uniform, and he has a long pipe in his hand that's blowing a little bit of, we'll say it's purple smoke, and he has what appears, by all intents and purposes, to be some sort of Sherlock Holmes hat, as well as a monocle.
I forgot about this motherfucker.
Yeah. Those of you who've never watched the show before, this is a character from season 2. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Season 1.
Oh, season 1. Fuck. Okay.
Is Wattstone there?
We'll get there. You're not there, Heather. So, as you open the door, he doesn't immediately respond as he's pacing with his hand sort of at his side because he can't really get behind his back because his giant shell. And he's just kind of muttering a bit to himself, and he glances up and looks at you and says, I distinctly told I was not to be disturbed. What can I do for you, officer?
We, if you don't mind, been sent to give you respite. You're overworked, and you're getting sloppy.
Ah, you always say that. You all say that. I cannot take rest. There will be no respite until I catch these fiends.
For. I certainly hope it's her, and I'm going to slap the stack of documents down on the desk and point very impatiently at the image of the Fae Queen.
What is this? What is this you bring to me?
Truly, you're unprepared. What a shame.
I have been busy with other things.
Well, this is your new quest.
Quest? What am I? Some sort of errant knight running around the countryside looking for trolls? I am
Would you
an
like to be?
Renaud, not now.
like very hard turn of the turtleneck, looking around Oliet, like
You can disregard his help. He's assisting
I
you.
shall.
Are you going to pay attention?
Let us see what you have brought for me. Perhaps it will be more diverting.
Yes. Certainly someone such as yourself can understand that a threat like this cannot go ignored. This individual has been not only threatening citizens, but could potentially turn everything upside down. You could lose everything. We all could.
Are you sure that this is not some... Are you bringing this to me because you think these are one of the face takers, or do you think that this is just a random criminal?
This is no random criminal. If
I
this was
will
a
see
face
to
taker, that would be more easily handled.
Easily handled. I see.
you
You are
think that
taking me
they
off the case,
pose
are you
a-
not? You are taking me off the case.
If you can handle them, then this is a worthy pursuit for you. But if you cannot handle a face taker, then perhaps I should seek a higher office.
I can handle the face takers.
Can you?
I have been... And he glances as this music kicks in. He looks to the side and he thinks musingly. I have been dealing with the face takers for many years. And when I find them, when I find their machinations, their leader, you will not
Well,
be
that's her
so
right
keen.
I was going to...
On
No,
the-
does not have a flair for the theater. You have to forgive him. That's why I was building up to.
And he kind of glances back at you. Say that again? And he's suddenly paying very close attention to Harland.
That real heinously pretty lady is the leader of the face takers.
While this individual is looking at Harland,
Yes.
I would like to kind of absentmindedly give this ring a little bit of a rub and step only slightly closer. And I'm going to attempt to use my Fey presence. He has to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Oh, poor boy. It's a 6.
16. Okay. So
That's 10 less than you needed.
10. I'm going to say charmed or frightened. Charmed or frightened. I'm going to go charmed.
Okay.
So as soon as I can sense that this has taken effect, if Harlan's within 10 feet, I'm so sorry that this affects you too. I can't control that.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom save, Harlan.
Okie doke.
It's a DC 16. You've got this.
We'll see.
On a wisdom save?
Probably.
They've got wisdom save. 12 on the die for a total of 15.
Oh, just missed. Well,
close.
I mean,
It's fine.
does
Also
much
12.
change in Harlan's demeanor when that takes hold?
Well, we'll find out now, won't we?
Yeah, we will.
Because it was an even number.
At least I didn't
Oh,
do.
okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh no!
Harland, as Detective Toyce is, or as Procutor Toyce is staring at you, looking a little inquisitive at you. He, opens his beak mouth to kind of say something, and the moment he does, bam, and you are 20 feet back down the hallway where you came. And he goes, ah! I say, Lieutenant, where offhand did you find this Flatfoot?
Is he referring to Harlan? Do I get that? What did he
Yes,
say?
he's pointing
Okay.
down the way. And you heard earlier that another person called him a Flatfoot.
Okay.
So you think maybe that's like a catch for, like a term for the general officers.
Okay, got it. He was assigned to me. I don't know him that well.
By who? Sorry. It got caught in my throat and it worked. I guess that's just the trick.
You should know, shouldn't you?
I would, except it is not a police officer you are looking at.
Anyway, I don't have a lot of time to waste. Is this something that you can do?
He's still staring down the way at Harlan. I can handle a face taker.
Perfect. She comes and goes. You should be aware. She is very
The
sickly.
next time she arrives, she will find herself with a lot of new company.
She is no ordinary face taker.
And I am no ordinary procutor. You should know this.
I've heard. That's why I came to you. This is so noir right now, and I am having a really hard time.
It's I mean, it's the intent, but sure.
Anyway.
Watchstone, take us down. And he looks back, and Aliette, you see behind his desk, with a little notepad on the desk, on top of the little notepad, you see a stone. Piece of rock. With a little smiley face and a monocle drawn on it.
Suddenly worried about this entire plan.
Harlan hurries forward back into the room.
You, what is your name?
You mean Renaud?
Yes?
Renaud. What is your surname?
I'm not a knight.
He's talking about your last name, Bartolome.
Oh, the Bartolin.
And where do you hail from?
Bounce.
And he walks up towards you. Cranes his neck really close. Just, ugh. And who are you really?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Question, Harland, are you Furbolg right now, or are you looking like
Yep.
some? Okay, you're just Harland in a uniform.
Yep.
Okay, and he's staring up at you. And he kind of glances down. And he sort of stares at your chest a little bit, because, I mean, maybe his neck hurts from craning it up so high. He's very short. He's probably 4.5 feet tall.
My eyes are up here.
Are they?
Last I checked. I didn't get that much wrong, did I?
What is this? Lieutenant, what is this? Are you even a
I brought you a
lieutenant?
puzzle.
Are you even a puzzle?
If you
Huh?
cannot figure that out, you cannot figure out her.
You bring an interloper into my office. Are you even a lieutenant?
Of course I am.
I will not stand for foolishness, and I will not stand for deceit.
I cast sleep.
Okay, go ahead and cast sleep.
Oh, where is it? Okay, let's hope for the best here. Because this went really well.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Went
5,
great.
8. Oh. Okay. 10, 18, 21, 28.
Okay. I will not stand for deceit. What stone called the And the poor guy falls and rolls onto his shell.
That's unfortunate.
Poor buddy.
That's unfortunate. Okay.
Should we help him?
No, Harland, we should not help him. We gotta get these.
I mean,
we gotta get these disseminated. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I need you to scram.
Okay. I can do that.
Great. On your way out, take this stack of papers and put them all over this police station.
Okay.
Just hand them to whoever. Say that Toyce told you to. That there's we're on red alert or something. Just put them everywhere.
Okie doke. I can do that. Real quick, I'm just gonna slip this on just into his vest pocket real quick. And Harlan just slips a small envelope into
Okay.
Procurator Toys' vest pocket.
Okay.
And just all right.
Just
Yes.
pat it. And okay.
Okay. And just takes the papers. And yes, ma'am. And just
Okay.
takes the papers
Yes,
and
ma'am.
runs into the common room and is like, boys, we got a mission. We got to hand these out all over the town and keep an eye out for this lady right here. She's one of the face takers, and she's real bad news.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okie doke.
What'd you roll?
Nat 20.
Yay! Oh.
Okay, so it ends up being incredibly effective. You walk into the room and you're like, boys, we got a live one, and you start handing them out, and you immediately teleport 20 feet forward deeper into the office, and everyone just goes, whoa, and you start handing more out, and they're just like, oh yeah, like that like immediately gets everybody's attention and somehow enhances your authority to have, like, you just go, pass, I'm too busy to walk, and you just teleport 20 feet forward and start.
Why does this keep happening?
Olivia, what are you doing while Harlan walks off to do that?
I am scrambling to the desk.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the rock and turn it upside down.
It looks almost
like some kind of miscreant.
It looks like it's judging you as you turn it. Do you turn it around or do you let it? No, it's making a sad face.
Okay, wait. Do I, in this brief 3 to 4 second span, do I think this rock is sentient, or do I think that Toyce is just on a different wavelength?
Are there notes written on the notepad?
It's on a notebook. Go ahead and open the notebook.
I'll open the notebook.
Okay. It says on the first page, assistant's notebook, property of Wattstone. And if you turn the next page, it's empty.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the rock upside down.
Okay.
And face it away. And then I'm going to, on the notebook, in like, I've never seen. I'm going to, on the notebook, scribble out a note that says something like, okay, sorry, I panicked. This is what it says. The note says, round 1, the queen. And I'm going to, at the bottom of that page, say, until next time, Toyce. And then I'm gonna wait until it seems like he's coming to after this minute, and I'm going to let him see me disguise self again into the Queen of the Trade.
Okay.
Yes. And then as soon as he sees me, I'm gonna blow him a kiss and Misty Step out.
Okay.
While he's on a shell, so he's...
While he sees you, he kind of gets ahead. You are one of them too.
I'm the queen. And then I'm gonna bamf out.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... If I bamf out and there's nobody around me...
Sure, you're down the hall.
Through,
Are you? Yeah, you're bamfing outside, or you're bamfing into like the room next door, or what are you doing?
I would love to get into the police station where people are kind of scrambling.
Sure.
But I don't want to.
You end up in the corner, like where there's files.
Okay, yeah.
And
I want to land where it's kind of not in the way, where maybe nobody will notice me, because I want to, as I come back, or once I transform, I'm going to disguise self one more time into some mundane guy in a basic uniform.
Okay, you want to be a flatfoot, sure.
Right, I'm gonna be a flatfoot, and then I'm gonna just be like, and I'm gonna make my way out of the station.
Okay. You see Harlan passing out paper, putting it on the wall. We all have a copy, sir. I think we all kind of know the drill. We don't need them on the wall. That was the potluck sign up. You don't have to put it over that.
Sorry.
Anyone bringing that sweet potato casserole that was there last year, because that was delicious.
Trying to get the fuck out of
Harlan. Takes Harlan a minute. Harlan. The second time he looks.
Oh, yeah. As you were.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
officer.
Okay.
Just kind of almost look like he's like picking up his skirts to like get out of there faster, like to keep the pants off, just like
I imagine at that pace that's like a very quick walk, but you don't want to lift your feet off the ground. Okay. So
yeah, as soon as we get outside the station, I'm gonna grab his hand and run. I'm gonna drop disguise self I'm Oliet again, and I'm trying to get as far away as possible.
This music just makes me feel like we just watched a sequel to The Brothers Bloom. Like, just this caper con man thing, like, whew. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're both outside?
As soon as we get to the street, you can drop the... In fact, honestly, can you disguise yourself again? Because he just saw your face like that.
Yeah, I can disguise myself again.
Okay.
Let's just
We'll be real casual and let's get the fuck out of this town.
yeah. So he's gonna take a second and change into like gonna shrink down and kind of like looking people up and down the street and just like look around and almost like the blue turns really pale, like really like almost sky like, but robin's egg blue.
Okay.
And like he shrinks down like a couple of feet.
Okay.
And it basically looks like a 13-year-old girl.
Okay. Very different. Are you still in the uniform? Are you just...
No, just plain clothes.
Okay. So just like humanoid looking.
Yep.
Just generic sky, like light blue skinned. Okay.
It's like almost has like a little bit of like similar skin tone to like what Verlaine has sometimes.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
So like a pale tone. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm until you don't look like this to tell you how much I love you. It feels a little weird right now, but this is smart. I'm very proud of you. I'm gonna hold her hand and
Thanks.
start walking very casually.
Oh. Okay. That's the cutest thing I've ever imagined in my head. Anyway, so okay. And you start walking down the street.
To the meeting spot.
Okay. So you start heading out. Beza, you and Vin leave. And leave the Tinkerer's area, and you look around. I wonder where they got to.
Well, they're probably out putting out flyers and stuff.
Right. Sure. I'd ideally like to get as far away from this building as possible, if it's all possible. That'd be great, actually.
All right. Well.
He's immediately just walking forward, like, come on, we'll be adjacent to the meeting spot.
Okay. Maybe one of those shops over there.
And she points like across the street.
I could do with the tavern, honestly. I could use another drink. Maybe I can wash my brain, sanitize my mind's eye a little bit. And you both head for the tavern across the street, and it happens to be one of the taverns that Amadine and Paru are passing out flyers, putting them up on the wall, trying to be a little more subdued about it. And and you see you actually don't see Amadine and Paru because they disguised themselves before you left, or after you left. So you look around, and Vin heads to the bar, orders another scotch, is looking around, and you see a little halfling woman, looks vaguely familiar, but not really, walk up to Vin at the bar and be like, "Hey, handsome, come here often?" And you hear Paru's voice come out of the halfling, and Vin's like, "Oh, son of a bitch, short stack, you scared the shit out of me." She's like, "Oh, we thought we'd wander around a little bit less conspicuous." Oh, And where's the rest of them? And you hear Amadine's voice come out of a very curly-haired woman. Well, I'm right here, and we're done with this place, so we should probably move on. I think that's the last. We only got a couple left. Oh, canvassing the place, are you? Ha. It's weird looking down at you. I was under the impression you did it all the time, love. Ha. And the group of you start heading out of the tavern, but not before you do. You are interrupted, or actually no, keep going. You guys leave the tavern and you meet up with Oliette and Harlan first. So the group of you all get together in one of the alleyways, maybe across the street from the face takers, so that you're not like right up on it. And there's a lot of disguising going on right now. So Oliette, you, thank goodness, Beza is literally the only person here that looks like herself.
Definitely approach holding a little girl's hand.
Well, and at some point, we'll say while you guys were getting together, Amadine scooted you to the side, Beza, and gave you like a cloak, like made you something. Like, there you go. So you have a little bit to yourself too, but you see Beza, Oliette, and you start heading towards with holding Harlan's hand, and Vin's just kind of like, hello.
Oh,
How's it going, Sunshine? Looks like
we
we're
should
all
get out of here.
Really, I'd agree. So, as much as I, want to find out more about my roots and all, the face takers are fucking terrifying and literal in some cases. So we should probably not be around here anymore. And you hear from the street a sort of like a deep feminine voice. Wait, you leave this for you leave poster. Hold on, I would like to speak with you. You would and you turn around and you see a very broad-shouldered badger person walking up towards you with like adventure garb on, with like leathers and like hunting gear, and she has the poster in her hand, and she says, looks to Amadine specifically, and says, "You are you leave bounty on board, and Tumble Creek has seen this person before. Has seen them." And Amadine like glances at all of you like, great. When did you see them? I see. 'Twas not too long ago. Several nights ago. Yes. They were you looking around here in this square for this one. She was in this area. I saw her. She came to tavern for a moment and just kind of walked around. Was lifting up things. I remember because Tumble Creek was in back room working on lifting boxes for delivery, and she like moved all of my boxes. They were all stacked very nicely, and she moved them and like poke around them like she had lost watch, and Tumble Creek was very cross with her, and she was very rude.
What was she looking for?
And Tumble Creek looks down at the child talking to her. And she gets this warm look on her face, like this very maternal look on her face, and looks up at you, Oliette. Are you still holding her hand?
Yeah.
Okay, so she looks up at you like, is she part of this conversation? Kind of like look at you.
She's very intelligent, very mature for her age. You can tell her anything.
Oh, okay. Well, little one, she did not say. She was just incredibly rude and continued turning over the building like it was her very own house and that she was one of Tumble Creek's very unruly children.
Did she leave from that place? Did you see her leave?
She went into kitchens, and Tumble Creek finished work and left, content to never see very rude woman again.
You look like you are some sort of... You're dressed very, like you're ready for anything. Are you an adventurer?
Tumble Creek is often ready for anything. Is hunter. Yeah,
Oh.
hence bounty was of interest.
Yes.
I wish I could, Tumble Creek wishes Tumble Creek could provide better intel than just information. Is this dead or alive? Or...
Tell you what, Tumble Creek, was it?
Yes, Tumble Creek.
I'm going to... What did we write on the bounty? How much money did we write?
Oh God, we didn't even talk about it.
fine.
We'll just say it was an exorbitant amount of money. Something,
Okay.
It was, high enough to get a lot of people's attention, but not so high that people think it's fake.
Sure.
So
I'm gonna
we'll say it's several thousand, if not like tens of thousands of gold.
Okay. Perfect. I'm going to hand Tumble Creek 20 gold.
Okay.
Information, unfortunately, isn't exactly what we're after, but it's a good start.
Tumble Creek was
Consider
afraid
this
of that. Yes.
a bonus. Dead or alive, dead is preferred. Proof would be required.
Understood. Well,
You didn't see us.
see who?
There it is.
And she kind of
I
taps
like
her.
her.
She taps her snout a little bit. Excellent doing business with no one. Where am I to deliver said proof? Sorry, where is Tumble Creek meant to deliver said proof? I'm so used to using proper grammar.
Procure the proof, and we will come back. We will be checking in from time to time.
So, and Amadine says, around this area,
Yes.
in the square. This sounds good. Yes. Well, Tumble Creek will, and she looks at the sheet. It is not so much that Tumble Creek cannot share. I have friends. Tumble Creek has friends.
We need them. Yeah.
Understood. Yes.
Cookie. Crumble it.
And she kind of like flashes a sword, like a big scimitar at her waist. I will do my best. Tumble Creek will do her best. Fuck! Can't stick to an affectation for the life of me.
Nice blade.
Thank you. And she crouches a little bit. Hello, neighbor.
Hello.
She's like, oh shit, what did I do?
I have not seen one of your kind in a very long time. Tumble Creek has not seen one of your kind in a very long time. None of you notice it. I notice it.
I can definitely say the same.
Well, Ferosh and Goa are neighbors on Lemina.
Beza just nods.
If you, I will be going home soon when I have, when bounty is fulfilled.
I haven't been there in forever.
Take inspiration. That just tickled me. Also, Chris, you also take inspiration because that fucking French accent earlier. Goddamn. Just the immediate on. Yeah, you all get inspiration. So enjoy that. And Tumble Creek just kind of gets up and pats you on the shoulder and says, "Well, neighbors help neighbors."
Absolutely.
Yes. Is there anything else that Tumble Creek can assist with for perhaps bonus? No? Very well. Tumble Creek's on no one. And the badger just kind of I'm dressed in stripes and yellow like I'm a fucking Hufflepuff badger already. God damn it. Anyway, so it was unintentional. And so the badger walks off. She was, by the way, like 6 feet tall. She was a big badger. That was not like a badger person, a badger person.
A badger person.
Correct.
Not
a person badger.
Yeah. Gotcha.
There you go.
Cool.
She is a Faroche, one of our custom races. You can find it in Patreon. Anyway, so she walks off, and Amadine's like, "Well, that was fortuitous."
Okay.
I have no idea what the fuck she was talking about.
There's like we'll debrief as soon as we get the fuck out of here because it went super well. No need to panic.
Great.
We should go.
Good. I mean, obviously we had a bit of luck.
Yeah.
Right, Paru?
Here.
Paru's just like chatting with Villain. What? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did great.
And we have all of the local police just all over this case.
Great. I got asked a lot of questions that I didn't have answers for.
We may the police think that the Queen of the Trade is the leader of the Face Takers now, so we should go.
What the fuck did you do?
It's a mess.
Well, all right. Well, then it's a mess we don't have to clean up. So let's skip to another book then. Let's go. And I mean, we're gonna go find. I mean, we're gonna go to. We're gonna go into the tavern, right, and see if we can find. Well,
Yeah,
she said
it was
kitchen.
in the kitchen, so we should look in the.
All right. Well, let's get poking around. And and so you all head into the tavern. Harlan still holding onto Oliet's hand.
Yeah.
It's really charming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's different.
absolutely.
It's different.
I
You know what
imagine.
they say, commit to the bit.
You don't have to do that.
So you all start heading into the tavern, and it's and let me get away from the noir. Let me get away from the noir a little bit as we head into an actual straight up fantasy tavern. And it's busy, and you see a few of the posters around with. It's a little disturbing. Like Vin is like, I don't quite like just having. It's like she's staring at me, like her eyes are moving. And Amadine's like, how do you know they're not? Well, that's creepifying. Fuck. He walks away. Like goes to rip it off and then go, fuck. Like leaves it. And you start heading towards the back. Kind of slip in, like you know what you're doing, go into the back room, you see like the bathrooms are over there, so you got at least justification for being back there, and the group of you start heading into the kitchens, which are being run by two little poison dart frog people, which makes you question a little bit the quality of the food here. One of them has a hairnet on and you don't understand why, because it's like over his head. Like over his face.
It's the incident.
I'm just picturing like licking the eye under the hairnet.
It like goes through the net.
I don't like it.
And a big half orc who looks up at you all and is like, I'll get your meals out in a minute. I'm sorry, the pilot light went out on the stove. We're gonna have it fixed in a couple minutes. Just, sit tight.
I've heard that the wood is just, it's soggy, and every time somebody orders a smoked brisket, that it just comes out just tasting like wet ash.
Well, thank you for the feedback. It's very appropriate to walk into someone's place of work and criticize them like that. Thank you.
She's very, don't mind her. I actually, they said that it would be okay if I brought her back so that she could kind of get an idea for a working kitchen. It's always been her dream to run a kitchen, and I thought she might be able to get a look at it. I'm gonna clap my hands over Harlan's ears. She's terminal.
Oh my god!
And Vin's like, "Ly delightful. Terminally delightful is what she said, right? Yep, absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna give like a wink to the half orc.
Of course.
Delightful. Pull my hands away from the ears.
Oh my god.
Like, help me out here, buddy. Help me out here. This is a Make-A-Wish situation. Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck. God, I mean, none of them are high enough level to actually make a wish, so this is about the closest we're gonna get.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh.
I really appreciate it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Just
Can you show us around?
What's
Just
your
real quick?
Sure. What's your favorite? What? And he kind of crouches down a little bit. What's your favorite dessert, darling?
Baked Alaska.
What's your second favorite dessert?
Milk crepe.
What's your third favorite dessert?
Bananas Foster.
I can do that one. Okay. You all just keep looking around. Enjoy the. Do you need a tour or?
Oh no.
Okay.
We're gonna
Okay.
actually just kind of watch you do this for a second, if that's okay.
Sure.
Can I change my answer?
Maybe.
You know what? Can you just do some spun sugar?
I'm gonna make you bananas Foster. He starts collecting some fruit and a bunch of sugar, and you watch as he he puts together some weird semblance of a bananas Foster. He puts a bunch of rum, and he's like, you only live once, and he puts a bunch of rum in. Throws a bunch of rum in, covers it in sugar, and then he goes, Hampton! And one of the little frogs, little red one, pops up. Yeah, boss. Come on. Oh. And he walks up a little bit, trots up onto a little table and goes, and as he sneezes, it's fire that comes out of his mouth, and it sets the bananas Foster on fire, and you see.
Then why did the pilot wow? I mean, no, I'm not gonna ask you a question. No.
Because the wood's moist.
Me.
This is for that overly complex description of Harlan spitting the other week.
That's fair.
That's what this is for, Kyle. Okay. Anyway. What? It burns all the germs. It's hot enough. It's fine. Anything liquid boils off and the germs die. It's fine.
Does he have lava snot?
It's more like a fire cough.
I'm trying to give Amadine, like, do what you gotta do eyes, if possible.
Creme brulee frog is not a stripper named Carl.
Not with that attitude, it's not.
A lot of jumping. It's a very acrobatic act. Oh, fire cough. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, you look at Amadine, and Amadine's like, yeah, I'm gonna look around. Sure. And she starts glancing around. You see her cast in the corner, cast Detect Magic. Paru does too. And they start looking around.
Cool.
Everybody else give me perception checks.
6.
Okay.
10 on the die.
Hey.
Total 15.
10 total.
Okay. Harland, you're watching. I'm not taking shots, I'm taking throat lozenge because I'm making this voice. And I need to. The throat needs lubrication when you make terrible, terrible voice noises. You are watching, vaguely watching the Bananas Foster boiling as he's sort of churning the caramelized sugar and like chopping it up and stuff. And he pours it into a bowl and he goes, "Here you go, darling," and like puts it down on a table with a chair. And what do you do?
Pick up a fork and just kind of reach in and go for a bite of it.
And you bamf 20 feet forward, and you're in the seat position, and you just fall on your face. Oh!
I don't like this game. I don't like this game.
Oh, I just, ma'am, your daughter,
Kind of mismanagement.
I didn't, nothing happened. No, I just, she fell, but before she fell,
She
went.
fell 20 feet forward.
I
Eating
don't.
dessert.
Hampton! Oh, boss. What did you do? I didn't do anything, boss. No, I just did you just told me to do that. That's all I did. And over in the corner, with the hairnet over his face and a toothpick in his mouth, the little green frog is like, I don't know, Hampton's a troublemaker. You shut up! You shut your face! I didn't do anything, boss. I swear I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything at all. What's the name of the green frog? I need another hotel name. Hilton, sure. Hilton and Hampton. Okay, great. Thank you. And as they're arguing, Harland, you are on the ground, having you just barely missed your fork as you fell.
I think I'm just gonna stay here until I die.
Oh, don't say, oh no, we can't. That's not a health, that's a health violation in many ways. And, oh my God. And, honey, that'd be a health violation for both of us. So, no, we're just gonna not do that.
That's the third time today.
You just, like, sit up, cross your legs in a tantrum position.
Just, yep.
You see somebody here, maybe Paru and Amadine, are just like trying not to laugh in the corner as they're looking around. Dear Lord. Okay, so that's Paru and Jesus Christ. They're still looking. Same fucking number, and it was terrible. Bye, mouse. So you're all looking around, occasionally looking around. Sorry. And Oliette, you glance over, and Paru and Amadine are still like kind of sifting through stuff.
Okay. I will okay, it's fine. We're gonna try again. Honey, the doctor told you not to talk like that. Remember, we have to be hopeful. So, come on,
so fucking
let's have your dessert. Come on. And I'm gonna try to coax the child off the floor, back to the chair with the dessert.
Do you try to lift them up?
I'm not gonna lift her because I'm keenly aware that it's gonna look real weird.
Okay,
It's just
sure.
disguise self. So I'm gonna extend a hand and try to come on.
Okay. So
You know,
I'm
that's
gonna
a
turn
good
to the
start.
half orc and be like, "Do you know any jokes or anything? Fix this."
a joke. Okay. A joke. Making me Google jokes. Fuck, I don't have any jokes.
Juliet, this didn't start until you showed up in my life.
Well,
That's not a nice way to speak to your caretaker.
it's all right.
Mother,
I'm used to
I
it.
don't know.
Let's not get it twisted. But it's okay. It's just the process, you know? I gotta work it out. So just eat your dessert.
Okay.
Okay, if a barbarian has 10 gold pieces and a rogue steals half of it, what does the rogue take?
20 damage.
1d12 slough. You already heard this one. Okay.
It was part of my stand-up.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's
That
real
was-
good.
That was out of character. That
Oh,
was
I
out of
really
character.
wish you hadn't. That's real good to have hobbies. Yeah.
That was part of my stand-up.
Where does a ranger keep their arrows? In the monsters. Oh, kind of like, hey. These are death jokes. These aren't good. He continues trying.
Okay, so yeah, while I'm trying to buy them another search, I'm trying to buy them a little more time.
Yeah. There we
So-
go, girls. Go ahead, Harlan.
What's the difference between a pile of 500 gold and a pile of 500 dead gnolls? I don't have 500 gold.
Huh. That's a thinker. That's a good one, though. You know, keep working on it. Someday you'll be.
This is so bad.
No, and no.
Sometimes I just make myself feel bad.
Oh my god. Okay. We're not bad people, y'all. We're not bad people. We just
would be
have
a little
dark
bad.
sense of
It
humor.
would be a little bad. Okay. Okay, anyway, sorry. Okay, continuing.
I can't. What?
Okay, I can do this. We can do
Oh my
this.
God.
Come on, we got like 20 minutes. Let's go. We can do it.
We got it. We can do it. We can do it.
Okay. So, with their very, very improved rolls, Amadine and Paru catch. You see a curtain move, Aliette. And Beza, you both see a curtain move, or let's say Beza, because Aliette, you're dealing with the Harlan situation. Beza, you see a curtain move in Amadine and Paru. Like Paru's beneath Amadine. They're like, and then he disappear behind the curtain again. It's like looks like a pantry.
Okay. I'm assuming Vin is probably closest to me at this point, so I'll poke him and then
He's
point at the curtain.
he found the sherry.
God.
Vin's got a bit more of a. Vin has a few more vices than Valine does, I think.
Is there an empty bottle?
Yes. In his
Right.
hand. It was probably only a third full to begin with.
Okay.
It's Sherry. It's fine.
That's for when you don't care about what it tastes like.
She'll, I'm assuming they're all mostly paying attention to Harland because they...
That performance
Yep.
of everyone involved.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the bottle from him and kick it towards the curtain.
Then you should probably go get that.
I didn't realize yeah, sure, okay. And he wanders over.
There Uncle Vin goes, chasing the drink.
Oh. Well, that's just how some people cope with stressful situations, honey. It's okay. Well, it's not okay, but...
Why don't you go help him? Are you done with your dessert?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you go? I'm going to talk to this nice man for just a moment and see if you can help Uncle Vin.
Come on, sweetheart. Let's go find Uncle Vin.
And Baze is gonna put her hand out.
Yep, take it.
What is this, Mad Men? Daddy taught me how to make a gin and tonic.
and start walking over to the curtain.
Okay, so you start heading into the pantry. So what do you talk about, Oliette? I'm so sorry. I just didn't realize. I'm so sorry. This was just... I wasn't prepared for this today. Usually they warn me when there's, like, delicate situations that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. It takes a bit for me to, like, prepare. I'm sorry. The anxiety gets to me a little bit. What can...
Definitely.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to let you know that I very much appreciate the attempt.
Thank you. I did try. I'm so sorry.
You did.
I don't know what happened with the move thing. I mean, are you sure she doesn't just, like, poof?
What are you insinuating?
Nothing. Hampton will be thoroughly reprimanded.
Just take it easy on him.
Okay, but I mean, I mean, it's a sick kid. I mean, I can't really take too lightly on him for that. That's some nonsense,
You know what?
right there.
Fire him. That's fine. I'm
What?
gonna go make sure she's okay.
Hilton's like, it's the only option, really. Shut up, Hilton!
I mean, it's that, or unfortunately, we would have to sue this establishment. So that's
Oh,
probably
we'll
the
handle it.
wisest
No,
choice. Yeah.
that's not necessary. No. Of course, we will handle everything. Of
Are you
course.
the owner of this establishment?
No. I am just the proprietor of the kitchen. I do not own any of this establishment. My name is on no contracts or leases that could be used for lawsuit purposes.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. Would you mind if I left like a thank you note or something in the owner's office? Would that be okay?
Yeah, that'd be fine. Go ahead, that's fine. You know, good to show her, you know, upper management stuff. Yeah. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave a quick note. Is it this way?
Yes. He's not even like paying attention. Yep, it's right there. Yep, you got it.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the office and leave a note that says, I'm gonna leave a thank you note.
Okay.
Do I see... You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna leave a thank you note as intended. I will leave a note. In the note, I will just be sure to mention our experience. You know, I would hate for
Oh my god, you're threatening a fictional restaurant.
I'm Karening right now.
Oh god,
I'm leaving
that's
a Yelp review of this Make-A-Wish
1 star.
trip. 1 star. 2 stars. The fire breath was interesting, but it almost killed my child. So I'm going
and whatever
to
enchantment was done.
Yeah, whatever. And then I'm gonna go join them and hopefully be the last one in the door. Whatever portal Amadine finds.
You walk in, and Amadine is just finishing work on sketching a door in the middle of the air, and this light starts forming around the shape of the door. And she checks the lock, she pushes open, and that's when you walk in. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
And Vin is just like cracking his neck and his knuckles like, all right, ready to be very far away from this. I am happy to just have the book in my hand and not be inside it. I'm all set. All right, Paru, after you, lass. And she's like, thank you. And like hops into the doorway and Vin's just like,
we're in a restaurant.
What?
We're not in a book. We're in a restaurant.
It's all right, Harlan. Let's just get on to the next one.
The next restaurant.
And sugar at the next
Sure.
one.
Are you? Are you all secretly just a bunch of restaurant critics? Is that what's happening?
Get you out of character as quickly as possible, Harlan. Go through the door, please.
Amadine glances through. Is everything okay?
Mostly.
Okay.
Might have tapped into something I'm not really prepared to investigate. So let's go. Let's go.
Right now, young lady. Is that what you're resisting? Vin.
You know what? This has
Vin.
been fun.
Vin's like, what's going on? It's just like a cozy little meadow. It's,
Perfect.
It's kind of nice, yeah. It's
What, Harlan?
Harlan, come on.
I'm gonna go.
Harlan Fire Branch.
I'm sure he is.
Harlan, what are you doing?
Did he hit his head or something?
Okay. I kind of need to level with you. I tricked your friend to just spend the day elsewhere because you all looked really interesting. But you are kind of nuts. So I think that I'm going to take my leave. And this has been a blast. Seriously, like going into a police station and just causing a ruckus. That was so much fun. Thank you. But I think it's time I depart.
Are we inside
Our
the
way.
pantry?
You're in the pantry. You're in the way. You're in the doorway. Oliette.
I'm gonna lean down into the face of this individual. What's your name?
You?
Harlan.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine. He just spent the day in the market, I'm sure. Listen, scary lady, I didn't hurt your friend, your beau. I didn't hurt him. I'm sure he is doing just fine wherever he is. Thank you for your help. So, thank you all. I appreciate your help. Thank you.
Beza grabs who she thought was Harlan
Okay.
and
Give me
flips out a blade.
Well, give me a strength check. Well, you're gonna try to grapple.
I'm not trying to grapple like to throw them anywhere, just grab them.
Yeah, you want to get hold of her.
Yeah. Not
I
to
mean,
pin
if
her
you
down or
don't, she's
anything.
probably gonna like fuck off. You gotta
Or I
make
can
sure
put
she's.
a blade to her throat.
Well, you gotta get a hold of her first.
Fine.
I'm gonna say
Strength is
this.
not my strong
I'm gonna
suit.
say this person's probably whatever you want. I mean, if it's gonna be athletics because you're gonna try to snatch, that's fine.
All right, I'll use athletics.
Okay. Give me a contested roll, Harland.
That was not a good roll.
Athletics. That is a 19 on the die for 22.
Hey, darn! I think this was a moment where you really probably would have preferred to have rolled an even number.
Yes.
What did you get, Beza?
Not even close. I rolled a 9 because I got a crap on the die.
Okay. So Beza, you reach for this little girl, and she's just like, nope, like backs away into a different corner of the pantry. Vin has stepped into the room now. All right, lass. So, who the fuck are you? And as he talks, he grows another 2 feet and drops the gnomish guys, and you see Villain in their full changeling facade, or full changeling face. Bright white, empty eyes, black around the edges, pale skin, and his prosthetic just kind of shifting a little bit.
Listen, that doesn't...
Blaine asks this question. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on this individual
Go for
to
it.
listen to their thoughts as they answer.
Okay. Do you do anything, Harland, as you see Oliette casting something?
I have the ring that makes my verbal components silent.
Okay, but you still have somatic, so you still like...
Detect Thoughts is, yeah, so you would see me like fiddling with something for sure, but...
Invisibility.
Okay. You see the little girl disappear, go invisible.
Okay.
Oh, motherfucker.
We're in a pantry, right?
You are in a pantry.
There's flour.
Yes.
I throw flour.
Hell yes. Yes, you do. You throw flour. Harlan, I need a dex save.
I shit you not, an 18
Thing
on
sexy
the die.
to whoever the fuck this is.
18 on the die, which is an even number.
For a total of 21.
Okay. You teleport 20 feet back into the kitchen. Beza, how far... I should have asked this before I said that. Beza, how far are you throwing the flour? Like, are you just throwing the whole bag into the middle of the room, or what are you doing?
I was basically planning to fill the pantry, yeah.
Well, no, not the pantry. Like, okay, sure. You fill the pantry, everyone's like... and, Harlan, you teleport 20 feet back into the kitchen. Sorry, you teleport 20 feet back into the kitchen.
And will shocking grasp the curtain.
The curtain?
Shocking grasp the curtain? Like, there was a curtain in front of the pantry.
Yeah, the curtain in front of the pantry. Like,
You do
basically
have,
trying to, like...
You do have Mage Hand.
Does Mage Hand cause flames?
Oh, you want to set it on fire? Great! Cool! Awesome! Oh god, we're all gonna die. That's amazing. I mean, I have to let it explode. It rolled a 69. Hey. So, there's this... This is an important life lesson for everyone watching. Kyle is a baker, but it is also good to know, in general, that floating flour is flammable. And that is...
Explosively so.
And that is a tongue twister that you can use to prepare for vocal performances. Anyway, okay, so I need everybody, or it's only at Beza, give me dex saves.
Why am... Oh, 18.
18, very good, very good.
20.
20. All right, you're gonna take half damage then. You each take 10 fire damage.
Okay.
And you? Do you walk cool away from the fire, or do you fucking book it when the pantry explodes? Fuck. Okay, so you run.
Yep. Out of the restaurant and just
The
Nope,
invisibility
nope.
drops when you cast Shocking Grasp, though.
Yep.
Okay, so you book it. Okay, so I'm gonna say let me. Well, I guess here's the question: as you guys recover, you like duck and cover, and you only get a little bit of the flame. I mean, you get burned and singed a little bit. Oh, buddy. So Villain. Actually, you know what? Yeah. So Amadine did not do good on that save, but Villain flashes his shield, and you see that reflection, and it deflects some of the damage. Yes.
If this little shit kicker caused me damage, and they become visible, I would like to hellishly rebuke them.
Yes.
As they run.
Do it.
How dare you? I'm gonna. What is that? I think it's not. Oops, sorry. Hellishly rebuke is 2d10 fire damage.
Woo. Is it a roll or a save?
It is a dex save for a full or half damage.
Okay.
That was an 11 for a total of 14.
Damn, can't teleport.
DC is 16, so you take 12 points of fire damage.
You does. Yeah, so you see that like that hits her, and her image kind of changes when that happens. Her skin becomes more flesh tone, and the hair like loses its bluish tinge and goes more blonde. And you see that there's something wrong with the lower half of her face.
You see like a dark. You almost think that maybe you like got her right in the jaw, and there's just like char, but it's not your fire that caused it.
Right.
Okay.
We have to. I guess I'm gonna follow this individual.
Okay. So Villain is
Can't
out.
leave without Harlan.
Yeah, Villain is out and is like, fuck, god damn it. Paru and Paru's like, what's up? Old problems, then we'll get to the new ones. Come on. And so you all start heading out. Give me a perception check as you chase after and try to check.
19.
19, okay.
22.
Cool. And then I need a, I assume, active stealth from you. And,
that is a total of 19 on the stealth roll. And to answer your question, yes.
okay. So, you come out. Well, sorry, Oliet and Beza come out. God, this name's gonna fuck with me. So you head out and you look around, trying to find where the girl went. And Oliet, just as you head out, you see a flicker of light in the middle of the air, as you see what might have been just the tail end of a piece of rope disappear into the middle of the air.
But she's gone.
You don't
At
see
least
her
I assume
anywhere.
so.
Yeah, you don't see her anywhere.
Okay.
And Elaine's just kind of looking around like, well, it would have been kind of dumb to assume we weren't going to run into any changelings when we were in a book about discovering changelings. Fuck.
Right, but now we gotta find Harland.
Yeah, well,
And hope he didn't get arrested by whatever person you met at the police station thing.
Oh, shit! I'm just gonna start running because
oh my god.
it was dressed. Whoever this was Harlan in the police. I'm gonna start running. Fuck! This is why you never have kids.
Oh my god. Okay, so, Harland, I need you to give me a D100 because we're gonna check the carousing table to see where Harland is.
Oh no.
I'm so mad at you, Kyle.
100.
I don't think he had a choice.
I need you to give me 2 more rolls.
This is.
You rolled 100, so I'm going to combine 2 rolls.
5.
Okay.
And 96.
Jesus. Okay. Okay, this is amazing. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta paste them so I can actually assess both of them next to each other so I can combine them. 96.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. But I'm not sorry.
It's hilarious.
Okay. So,
Should have known she was playing along too well. Harlan would have had a conniption if I.
oh my god.
Anyway,
You had no idea. Anyway, so
I had no idea.
It's so good. All right, so Harland, you wake up from a lovely nap. And you are in a carriage. Like a really fancy carriage. It's parked. And you kind of glance around and you see a cloak, like a lady's cloak, on the seat in front of you. There's no one there. And the cloak seems to be a little, there's like a tiny bit of blood on it. It's a very light colored cloak, and it looks like it's been savagely ripped apart, like something with teeth did it. And next to the cloak is a bag that has some of your personal effects in it, labeled labeled sewage prosecutor's office. Looks like an evidence bag or a we confiscated stuff from you bag. And then next to that is a little note and what looks like a sack of gold on top of it.
All right. We'll gingerly take the note and open it up to attempt to read it.
It says, "Dear kind Harlan, thank you so much for your assistance and for saving me. I took the initiative and liberty of paying your bail. Thank you for your help." And
Is it signed?
no. And the bag of gold has 28 gold in it.
Well, I had a productive nap.
And you glance out the window, and you are parked across the street from what looks like a police station. There's a lion on the door, and yeah. Everybody else, give me a perception check as you search for Harland, or let's make it an investigation check because you have to like follow clues and stuff.
as soon as we get to the square, I'm gonna cast Locate Creature.
Perfect. That
And
solves
just-
everything since I rolled a 3, a 5, and a 3 for my NPCs.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, so combination of Beza looking around and Aliette, you cast Locate Creature, you start wandering, and about Eventually, you get within 1,000 feet of a ping, opposite direction of the police station you were at. So not the same police station, just a different one, or rather, a different direction. And you start heading over there in a rush, slipping through the crowd, and you find a carriage with a very confused Harland stepping out of it, and you just look.
Howdy, y'all.
Harland, what happened?
Thoughts again on Harland. Is this really Harland?
Okay.
Is what is going through Oliet's head.
So is there a save? Is there what is there?
I don't think you can save initially. If I
Okay.
try to pry deeper, I think you save. Yeah, it's just the stream of consciousness, surface level thoughts.
I wonder who that lady was, because she sure left a cloak behind, and it just didn't. It seemed like she might get kind of cold if she doesn't have a cloak. It may be kind of ruined though, because there's a little bit of blood on it. I think. That's not gonna. That's not.
Oh. Where have you... We have to go.
Oh, okay. Did we just get here?
I think you took a nap, bud.
I do feel rather rested.
We've been here for a couple hours, Harland.
I do feel rather rested. And I do believe I was arrested. Let's bail.
Ha.
All right.
Okay. So, you find Harland. There's a bit of a sigh of relief from everybody. Okay. And Amadine's like, we need to be very quick, I think, because there was an explosion where the door was. So, we need to, get out of there.
Yeah, we need to go. Now.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Okay. And basically Amadine's like, I would suggest running, and she starts booking it.
Oh my God.
Harlan picks up the front of his overalls like he's picking up his skirts.
God. So you rush towards the tavern, and you see that there are people getting out. There's smoke coming out of the front door. There is a you see a large figure with very shining blue skin, who's kind of marching, big ripply muscles, looks like out of a firefighter catalog, which is appropriate, as he rushes into the tavern, and ahead of you, looking like he's on a mission, in a Baywatch run, kind of, and you kind of follow him in, and you see him shaping water, basically, creating it out of the air. You watch as the air in front of him fogs and then condenses completely into water, and then he starts moving it around, and he's hitting, this place is covered in fire. You also see an air genasi or an earth genasi pushing sand onto some of the oil fires. This has been a big kitchen safety episode here at the end.
As we see this person walking in, this Baywatch guy.
Yeah.
At some point, when I think I can do it unnoticed, I'm going to use my last disguise self to become the turtle.
Okay. What do you do with what do you do?
I'm gonna try to push my way through and follow him in, and then as soon as he's got the fire out, I'm gonna be
He's still working on the fire.
Okay.
You see Amadine kind of go ahead, Harlan. You do something first.
Harlan will assist with control flames,
oh, great, cool.
Put fire out.
Well, as you're all doing that, you see Amadine and from the pantry starts sketching a little bit, and you see these storm clouds start forming in the room. There's a little crack of lightning inside the cloud, and then they all start downpouring. And she goes to the one that's like clearly an oil fire and just like sketches a little bit, and you watch as it like smudges out. You see the fire just turn into black and then melt and then hit the ground, like it converted into ink, and it hit the ground, and then it blends into the scene. And they and Amity's just like, there we go, come on. But so everyone's like, so you're still the turtle, Oliette. So when the fire starts getting controlled, what do you do?
What are they called? Face rippers? Is that
Face
what they're called?
takers. Face takers.
Okay, as soon as the flames seem under control, like we could get into that pantry again, I'm going to like kind of callously, I'm a turtle, so I can't move that fast, but I'm gonna like kind of push him aside. Move! This is a crime scene. Get out of my way. Go check around the back of the building, and trying to like get them the fuck out. What are you doing standing there? Go,
you're not
go.
my boss. Fuck, fine.
And I'm gonna try and get everybody the fuck out of here so we can just get through this door.
So you all hustle, and start heading through the door.
Like,
we gotta go. And each of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, rush into the door. Amadine's holding the door and waits, and at the very end, slams it shut. And you are, in fact, all in a pretty little meadow.
So, I feel like so that we don't have this happen again, we should probably come up with some kind of code words or call signs like what the hunters use, because that was some bullshit.
Yeah, that'd be good, Elaine says.
Mom used to put a little backpack on me that was attached to a belt.
That's called a leash, Harland. That's not the same thing.
It worked.
Still does.
TMI!
Didn't need to know that.
Just kidding.
Amadine's like, I could hear more. I'm just fine.
That was more out of character than anything else. I'm still a turtle.
as you're all standing there, you all hear a voice in your head as you're looking at this picturesque meadow. Little did the strangers know that they had found themselves in an entirely bizarre series of events that eventually would teach them some important lessons about themselves and each other.
I know that.
We
voice.
all hear this?
Yes, you all hear that voice. And that's where we're gonna stop.
For fuck's sake.
And that's where we're gonna stop.
I think I know that voice.
What just happened?
Oh, God.
The little bookish girl would like to...
Oh my god. Are we in like a previous version of the book?
We'll find out.
No.
We'll find out.
Don't you do this to my perfect Fae mommy. Don't you do this.
Am I gonna do her dirty? I'm sorry. Actually, Hawk, Goa is one of our custom races. You can find out more at our World Anvil account. There is an article about the Goa, so you can read up about them. They're sentient statues, and they are super cool. We're very proud of them. We'll be doing a actual write-up about them in like with stats and things later, and they will be available to our Patreon subscribers so that you can run them in your own campaigns. So that's all we have for you tonight. Hopefully Tess won't be too mad that she missed out on what's going on. But please, if you liked what happened tonight, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for those who raided tonight. Thank you absolutely to those of you who donated NPCs. That's a thank you to Alora for you. And for Kyle for being such a good sport, for being willing to take him on, or take her on tonight. Did brilliantly. Thank you so much to Mouse. I finally got Tumble Creek into the session. A Feroche, another one of our custom races, a badger lady. And Mitch, we'll talk later, but I will get your character in whatever the fuck they found themselves in now. So we will work on that next week. Yes, Allura, I do think Chris is going to come for your left shoes. So, thank you so much to our sponsors, World Anvil. Again, check them out. We've got information about about the world of Vale and the island of Cronus. And Die Hard Dice. Remember to check out this month's featured dice set, the Avalor Enchanted Samhain set. If you just gotta have more of that Halloween vibe. Beautiful orange with black ink. Use the code Dice Dragons and you get 10% off your purchase. We also are running a giveaway this month for that set of dice. If you enjoy the show and you have any artistic inclinations, whether it's art or writing or song, I don't know what you want to do, use the hashtag Shenanigoons. Or message us in our Discord channel. Let us know, or post it in the Discord for Shenanigoons, and we'll take a look, and the cast is going to decide who wins the dice set this month. So we're going to be doing that. Thank you so much for the subscription gifts. That's very kind of you. And we will, like I said, we'll decide on the winner at the end of the month. So... Oh, I already did that one. And finally, thank you so much to Hero Forge, which is how we create our beautiful character images that you see. Make sure to use our affiliate link if you want to check out Hero Forge Pro features. There's some new stuff this month, like I said. This week, every Tuesday, there's new content for Pro subscribers to get early access to, and there is some there's some instruments this week. You can get a rounded sort of hunting horn, looks a little bit like a French horn. There's a pan pipe set and a gosh darn keytar. Like full on keytar. And a maraca. You can put maracas. That is all we have for you tonight. I know, but we're really, I know the sponsor plug's getting a little long, but we're very proud to be sponsored by all of them. And please, if you haven't, follow us on Twitter or here on Twitch, and you will get hit up when we go live for anything. Monday night, hope you all who celebrate Thanksgiving have a good Thanksgiving this week, or next week. We will not have Discover RPG on Monday, but barring any real, anyone missing anything, Kyle may or may not make it. We will make an announcement about if we're going to have a show on Thanksgiving week. We might just call it a holiday week and come back the following week. But we will make an announcement on the Discord and on Twitter with what we decide. We have to all congregate and decide what we want to do.
Holiday scheduling, so much fun.
I know, November, December can be a bit of a bear. So... thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Tonight was a gosh darn ridiculous thing. It was so fun. Thank you all. And we will see you here next time for chapter 49. Chapter 49 is called A Goblin's Primer to Life and Everything in It.
Oh no.
It is who I thought it was.
I think I'm thinking the same thing.
So, we'll see you guys next time. To be continued. Bye-bye.